February 1959. Deep in the Ural Mountains of Soviet Russia, a group of 9 hikers set out on a challenging trek, but never returned. Their broken and battered bodies were discovered weeks later under circumstances so chilling, they defied explanation. 60 years later, the Dyatlov Pass Incident remains one of the most disturbing and perplexing mysteries of modern history. What terrified these experienced mountaineers on that frigid night, and who, or what, forced them to their deaths? The Dyatlov Pass group consisted of 9 experienced hikers, all students and graduates of the Ural Polytechnic Institute. Led by Igor Dyatlov, the group was embarking on a trek through the snow-covered Ural Mountains, aiming to reach the summit of Autorten. On January 25, 1959, the group set out, full of excitement and determination. They maintained detailed diaries and captured photos along the way, documenting what appeared to be a thrilling yet challenging adventure. But these would become the last traces of their lives. By February 1st, the group established their final campsite along the remote slopes of Kholat Syakhl, a name ominously translating to Mountain of the Dead in the indigenous Mansi language. They were never seen alive again. When the group failed to return by February 12th, their families grew alarmed. A search party was finally launched on February 20th. What they found was beyond comprehension. The first discovery was their tent, partially buried under snow. Insiders described it as slashed open from within, and eerily all their belongings, including warm clothing and boots, were left inside. But the hikers themselves were missing. Eventually, their bodies were found scattered across the mountainside, some nearly a mile away from the tent. 2 hikers, Yuri Doroshenko and Yuri Krivonashenko, were found nearest to the campsite, dressed only in underclothes, as if they'd fled in a panic. As searchers pushed further, they located more bodies. Igor Dyatlov and Zinaida Kolmogorova were discovered halfway between the camp and the tree, while Rustam Slobodin showed signs of a fractured skull. But the most unsettling findings came 2 months later, when 4 remaining hikers were found buried in a ravine. One had a crushed skull, 2 others suffered severe chest fractures likened to high-speed car collisions, and Ludmila Dubinina, her tongue and eyes were missing. The Soviet authorities launched an extensive investigation, but their findings were vague, blaming the tragedy on an unknown compelling force. The case was hurriedly closed in 1959, leaving investigators and the public grasping for answers. Over time, theories have emerged, each darker than the last. Could it have been an avalanche? While plausible, this scenario fails to explain several aspects, from the tense position to the injuries sustained by the hikers. Others suggest military involvement. Reports of strange orange orbs seen in the sky near Dyatlov Pass have led to speculation of secret weapon tests. Radioactivity was even found on some of the hikers' clothing, adding fuel to this theory. Then there are the more sinister theories. Some point to local Mansi tribes, though no evidence of hostility was uncovered. Another chilling possibility involves a yeti-like creature or even extraterrestrial forces, as suggested by conspiracy theorists. And yet, none of these theories account for every piece of the puzzle. What really happened on that fateful night? Despite renewed investigations in 2019 and 2020, the mystery continues to haunt those who study it. The tragedy of the Dyatlov Pass raises more questions than answers. What frightened the hikers so profoundly that they fled into certain death? What caused their devastating injuries? And why did the Soviet government seem so eager to close the case? The slopes of Kholat Syakhl keep their secrets buried under layers of snow and time. But the Dyatlov Pass incident remains a stark reminder of how little we truly know about the forces of nature and the unknown. What do you think happened to the Dyatlov group? Was it nature, human interference, or something far more sinister? Share your theories in the comments below. And if mysteries like this keep you on the edge of your seat, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to join us for more haunting tales from the shadows.